You hear nothing. And she's gone again. I have a full connection. No, I don't either.
Okay, we're live. Hang on, y'all. We're having difficulty there. Why is it not working?
It's not working.
I'm iced coffee, baby. We're iced coffee, baby. Cool ice type. Just a sip will make you crazy. I'm iced coffee, baby. Taste this coffee, baby. Sweet, big drip. Even haters think I'm wavy.
Let's
wavy,
just book
wavy,
without connection issues.
Ice. Hi. Wavy, wavy. Coffee, baby.
Hey, can you hear me? Let me try this.
Hear us? Please tell me y'all can.
How about this? I'm gonna have to leave out and come back.
Say hi to Beck and
working.
Cindy. Thank you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
That's what.
Oh, sis, you are breaking up something bad. I cannot hear nothing you're saying. Hi, y'all. If y'all could hear me.
Reason that we just yeah, it's just that I don't know what is going on with the live, with the live to y'all, and I do apologize. I'm at since basically September. I haven't really gone live lately. Yeah, I'm breaking it. Okay, I'm trying to figure it. It may be the Wi-Fi. Is that better? Hopefully it's better. I'm positive.
Okay.
It's
I can hear you now.
Well, that's just weird. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying is that the reason I have not been live lately, as many as y'all know, I was in the hospital. Debbie was through it all with me. A couple other ones was there for me during all this. Oh, good, thank God. Cindy, thank you. But I got really bad sick. I thought it was ulcers. It was not ulcers. It was something else. And it came close to taking me out for good. It scared the crap out of everybody.
It sure did.
I'm on so many medicines, I can't keep them all straight. But I was hooked to a bag on my back. I was hooked to an IV PICC line. That's basically what saved my life, basically. It means telling Death to go screw himself. But I don't remember all of it. I just remember the first 4 days, y'all, and according to everybody else, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I don't remember the 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I just don't remember. But it was a touch and go for quite a while. Debbie can tell you she was in communication with me. Some other ones were Maria was in communication with me, of course. Moon losing communication because, y'all basically know who he is. But it was a battle for me to get as far as I gotten. I have been diagnosed with a rare blood disease. Debbie, I can't pronounce that word, but you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
They have me on a specific diet. They're going to try that first. They're hoping no surgery, so let's hope no surgeries because I've been through enough. It literally scared the crap out of me, but they found out that I was pre-diabetic. I'm on medication. I am on an inhaler because of having, they said COPD with, could be asthma, but could be COPD, but I was already sick because of the cold. So he's not for sure exactly, so he gave me an inhaler. But as a precaution, he's positive COPD, but could be asthma. He just has not been able to get the x-rays, chest x-rays back yet. But he's almost positive that's what I had.
All I got to say is my sister is a superwoman, guys. This woman went through hell, back through hell, and through hell again. This woman's a fighter.
Yeah.
And she's got the greatest boys in the world. Those are two great.
Thank you. It was a battle. I mean, I fought all through it. I just remembered thinking it was just ulcers. And I thought, it'll pass. No, I felt worse.
Even going back on it, I can't help but cry because it was a lot. Part of me was selfish during this because I was like, Lord, you can't take her from me. Lord, you cannot. And I'm praying with all my might because I know those boys love their mama.
Yeah.
That's a wolf pack. That is those boys are a wolf pack. Something happens to their mom.
They literally was worried sick. Everybody was. Scared the crap out of me, let me put it that way. It basically, they thought at first, basically what happened is that I had an abscess that erupted. And they believe it was attached to ulcers. They're not sure because they're still waiting on test results on that. But they had done so many tests on me, I'm like a pincushion. Thankfully, when I had the PICC line in, they were able to get the blood out without me going through more pincushion. But there's medications that I was in that hospital that literally made me want to puke constantly. I only remember eating 3 things all through it. Liquid diet, I remember that. The vegetable beef broth was so salty, it was disgusting.
But you did like the pineapple jello.
Yeah, I did. That was the good part. That was the really good part.
That's the best thing you had.
Right? And then they had the toast, which I did like that. And then they turned around and did the grilled salmon with honey butter. That I liked. That's about it. But I was just glad when I got home, but I had to start eating, baby steps here.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to be able to eat any, like meat, like sandwich meat. It took me a long time. I did not do too good on it. It took me a while. I just now get more I can handle. Hi, Cree. It took me a while to get back to eating foods, it's mostly soups, and then just crackers mostly is what I basically survived off for a while. Sprite was another thing, and water, but I was having a hard time.
That protein coffee. You like that
protein
coffee?
Let's not forget my protein coffee, the best damn thing out there. And that really helps my protein.
I don't know many people that likes that. I'm like, oh my God, you like it? Okay.
Hey, it's the cafe latte. Let me put it that way. That's the only kind I'll touch.
Well, I'll hunt to all of America. I will find it anywhere I can find it. I will get it to you.
Thank you. I mean,
I
it was a battle to just go through everything. I mean, I'm just now getting where I can eat sandwich meat. I managed to eat a little part of chicken, but I couldn't eat the meat part. I ate the skin part. I know it's sad for you, but I can't say anything less than that because it is what it is. But it was actually, it's baby steps still. I'm still trying, but I can eat vegetables like there's no tomorrow. But,
you got to take baby steps. You can't just get out there,
yep,
jump and run. You got to build yourself back up.
right.
You went through a lot.
I mean, it scared the crap out of me. I mean, it took me a long time, and then being able to sleep, that was a battle. Couldn't get comfortable in one position, couldn't get comfortable in another position. I
Yeah.
was just miserable. And I was like, when they told me that, well, guess what? You're getting the privilege of getting rid of some things. And I go, hot diggity damn, because I was happy. And the first thing that came out was that stupid bag. And I can tell you right now,
You
Maria,
had a heck of a time getting the pick line, and then you couldn't get rid of it.
I
That
know.
was it. I thought we was gonna have to beat that man up to get it.
I know,
I
but
was like,
hey, baby A. I
hey,
don't know.
baby.
Hang on, baby. Do not move. For the love of God, I got to take care of you because I know I've been trying to update everything because, you know, when I kind of disappeared for a while, it was one of those things that I'm going to try to take care of people that, oh, dang it. Now I can't get the baby. Just remind me that if you don't get it this time, just know I'll get you the next time. I don't know why it's not. I might be able to do it here. Hang on.
Well, I know a lot of y'all asked me how Coffee was, and I was very vague. That's because I was trying to protect her.
Right.
Because that was her personal stuff. I didn't. Certain people out there, we didn't want it out there.
Right.
And I was spooked, and I just wanted to protect my sister.
Right.
That was the thing. It wasn't that I was trying to be sneaky or conniving. So
Right.
please don't think that, because it
Yeah.
wasn't. I was just, my mind was set on my sister
Right.
and
Baby,
the boy.
could you make a comment real quick so I know that you're here, still here? Because you're going to see something pop up. I knew I was forgetting somebody. I had to redo a lot of mods in the past, so I mean, I don't know. Half the people that shouldn't have been deleted was deleted, and I'm trying to get it back.
I think YouTube does that. They
I do
delete
too,
people.
which makes me mad.
I think they do. I think they just, if they don't see something for a while, they just delete it.
Oh, thank God. But yeah, exactly, Jindy. That's why nobody knew that much, and I wasn't going to go public as much as possible. But I was really, really. You're welcome, baby. I was really, really bad sick. It scared the living hell out of me.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing the words, "You are going to have surgery," and all this other stuff, and my head was just spinning. And I was like, "I'm contacting Debbie, my sis. I'm contacting everybody that I need to contact, so certain people wouldn't worry, such as family."
Yeah.
You know, and it just
Yeah.
it's just been really a battle for me because I have struggled from September until recently.
Yeah.
With everything that has been going on. That's why I wasn't going to live. I was severely sick. Even when I thought it was ulcers, I was not feeling good at all.
I was really concerned when they said ulcers because.
Do what? I think that'd be kind of, but yeah.
Nothing added up.
Right.
None of the pathology reports added up. Nothing added up. And then that one first doctor you had that I wanted to choke out. Nobody knew what he was ever saying.
Right. I mean, I couldn't understand him at all, and it was
Uh-uh.
frustrating for me. And it was
Mhm.
frustrating because I couldn't get him to slow down even for a second.
I
And
think that's because he was hiding stuff, and you know what he was hiding.
he got a lot of stuff apparently because when I found
Yeah.
out the other results about flipped,
Yeah.
especially yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Well,
I just know
you found out stuff the past 2 days back to back.
uh-huh. And
So,
when they diagnosed me with this rare blood disease, I was like, what?
yep.
And they believe it could be hereditary. So now my kids have to be tested, which scares the need to get new courage. Yes, Cindy, yes, yes, especially this one. He about drove me freaking insane, y'all. I about lost my crap on him.
He's about to lose everything.
He
That
just pissed me off.
that man is awful.
He was just rude and obnoxious. He kept saying this, this, and this. Okay, well then,
Mhm.
95% of the time that I was in there, I don't remember ever, ever having anything besides ice. Every
Yep.
time he would find out that I was on liquids like vegetable broth or anything like that, he would change it to ice.
Mhm.
And
That man's not fit to be a veterinarian.
he shouldn't even be a doctor in any field whatsoever. That's my opinion.
That's
And
exactly
if I
right.
could pronounce this sucker's name, I'd done give him out. But I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to waste my time. Oh yeah, baby, exactly. Rude doctors are the worst. I second that. He gave me a freaking headache. And
Well,
if the
he's not well liked with other doctors in town.
no, he's not, especially the one that I have that has found out that I had the blood disease.
Mhm.
He's like, dear God, no wonder you was wanting that back off of you. Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
But I was miserable. I mean, the IV pick really was just a pain in the ass because I couldn't sleep on the right side, which, as many know, in a couple of years back, I was involved in a car wreck.
Yep.
I had a broken tailbone, which they believe could have caused part of the problem that I had. Because when it popped, it did something else, and that started something else. So it's just was one thing after another. I was like, just please, just tell me what the hell's wrong with me because I'm tired of this.
Yep.
Either do something or send me to another freaking hospital. Damn, it's not that hard. I was just frustrated as all hell. Like, how can you say one thing and do another, but won't answer my freaking question where I can understand you? Even get a translator, I would have been satisfied. Couldn't understand most of them either, which was
When they
not helping.
transferred you to that second hospital was the worst mistake ever.
Yep.
You were in safer hands where you were at.
I was safer hands with the ER than I was that hospital.
You got that right. And I
And I wish
knew.
I could give out the name because I would have had no problem
Mhm.
telling them how I felt. And believe me, they probably already know by now. But
I
I
knew when Moonlight called me, I could sense in his voice how scared he was.
He was very scared. I mean, my youngest was scared as well. Don't say his name, Debbie.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
He was scared to death. And I talked to him for the longest time just to ease his
no, it was
heart.
not a private hospital, Cindy. It was it's within the area that I live in, and it's a crappy one. I don't recommend that place to anybody.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I mean, I don't.
We
I
know
don't.
better now.
I mean,
We
I
know what
felt better than I
medevac is, and
was.
we know what transfer is. We will medevac and transfer. You won't go there no
I
more.
sound better
Mm-mm.
than I was last month about this time because I was so. Oh, I know, Cindy. They are. Some of them are private that are bad. It's like private nursing homes. Some of them are the worst ones yet. Private schools. I mean, not all, but some of them. I mean, it's just scary. They just hired just about anybody and everybody, in my personal opinion. But no, I do not recommend this hospital in any shape or form ever. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because they got me where I was sick all the time. I was drunk 95% of the time. Because honestly, if they had told me that I had the blood disease in the hospital, probably could have accepted it a lot easier. But then I get told this by my primary care physician: you have a rare genetic blood disease. And I go, what? And he goes, oh my God, you did not know. Why didn't they tell you in the hospital? Well, that's what I like to know. I mean, I went through hell. And this is what, because my red blood cells are higher than white blood cells.
Yeah.
And it's not good. One little thing could put me right back in the hospital. And that's what I'm scared of, because I'm watching everything I eat, everything I do. I try not to overdo anything because, you know, kids
Stay
won't let
away
me do
from
much of
anything with
anything.
red food coloring in it or any kind of red dye in it.
Oh, yeah, that was another experience. I
Oh,
had
yes.
never had a problem with it before. You know, those rainbow popsicles.
Yeah.
They had gave me one to because my throat was sore. And it was, you know, considered what I was allowed to have. Well, that was a mistake. They found out real quick. And I never knew it. I had a reaction to the friggin' popsicle.
Yep.
It was really bad. I started throwing up everywhere. Sorry, y'all. But it was so bad. It put me where they were constantly trying to get me to quit throwing up. They were trying to get everything. I mean, they were just trying everything to get it taken care of. They couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong. And then they realized I had the popsicles. And I was fine until I had those popsicles. I waited until my 50th year to care about my health. Yep. Well, I hate going to the doctors anyway, William. And I just don't like doctors. I don't like needles. I don't like any of it. But it was an emergency situation. I didn't feel good that Saturday after running some errands, and I came back and I just laid down thinking it was ulcers, you know, no biggie, because I hit that bump and it messed up my tailbone. That's what I thought it was. Normally a hitting pad worked, but
no, your pain wasn't getting any better. It was getting worse.
Yeah, that Sunday I knew something was wrong. I just knew it. And I said, I got to go to the hospital. And I get there, and I don't know, probably a couple hours later, they were like, we need to transfer you to the hospital. And this was at the ER department that's in closer to where I live. And she was trying to get, the doctor in the ER was trying to get me a room as quick as possible. Of course, they were waiting on a room. And I had to be transported from the ER area, the ER directly from one town to a totally different location, which was a bumpy ride, which didn't help any. But I fought like hell to get out of that hospital. I was like, I'm tired of this. Either you let me just do something so I'm not like this anymore, or transfer me to another freaking hospital.
I was scared you was going to sneak out.
If I didn't get to me, I would have.
I thought you was going to sneak out. I'm like, oh, Lord, she going to sneak out that elevator, y'all.
I thought about it, but they had me hooked up to heart monitors. They had me hooked up to reading my kidneys.
Yep. That was my biggest fear. She going to sneak out that elevator, y'all.
William says not going to like emergency room, and doctors scare me. Yeah, I ain't no fan of theirs either. I don't like emergency rooms, and I don't like doctors. I don't know. Have nothing
they don't bother me. I worked
say,
in
but
too many years. They don't bother me. I worked in it. It didn't bother me. It still don't bother me now. But I can tell you if somebody's screwing up, that's going to bother me, and I'm going to say something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my PCP that I have now, I told him my concerns, and he was like, okay, well, we definitely need to do a diabetes test on you, a blood sugar glucose test. And went there a couple of days later after my appointment and got the test. And next thing I know, I'm getting this phone call. You have pre-diabetes. We're putting you on this medication. You need to take it with food. You cannot go without this. You can't get. I mean, I was already not eating certain foods. What more? I mean, I'm running out of ideas here. But
But
I
once they
don't.
confirm the diabetes, that's when you're going to have all these changes, sis.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you're going to see a big.
You're cutting out. And probably, I think everybody's kind of cutting out. But yeah, they just told me that I really needed to watch what I eat more. Try to avoid sugar, which is it's hard to do. But
Rice, potatoes, wheat, all
they
that
said watch
stuff.
the starches, watch this. What I'm like, Jesus Christ! That so basically just drink water.
Well, and you're going to hate this part when if it is tomatoes produce sugar.
I always had a reaction to tomatoes for some unknown reason. It's just like the acid of them just really terrorizes me. And because I'm Italian, we use a lot of marinara sauce, tomato sauce.
Yep.
So it's hard for me, but I did find a way to make it work in my favor. So that's all that matters. There's always Alfredo sauce, y'all.
The marinara, all the good stuff you love.
Yeah, all the good stuff I kind of got to watch out for at this point. But, I'm going to keep fighting for this. I mean, I got to keep fighting. I have a family, and I feel bad for missing somebody's lives, and I feel bad for not, being alive as much, but I was really, really bad sick. I thought, well, okay, get out. And then the next thing I know, I started getting this cold. And I was like, oh my God, it's either a cold, flu, or freaking COVID again. I was freaking out. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I was like, this is just crazy. So turned around, found out that's pretty much what I had. And now they have me doing all these other tests, and I'm about to go ragged. I'm like, can I please get like 20 minutes break? And I didn't even want to put PayPal or Cash App on the banner, but if y'all want to donate, that's fine. If you don't, I totally understand. Okay, it's the holidays. Totally understand. Respect y'all no matter what. Love y'all no matter what. But it's up there if you want. If you do, thank you in advance. If you cannot and don't want to, totally understand. But since it's Chris holidays are around, please save your money. Because your family comes first. So, in case anybody's wondering why that is up there, that is why. It's because
I didn't even see that till just now.
Yeah, it's because I didn't even want to start the PayPal or the Cash App. That was the friggin' medical bills. Oh my God! I mean, my insurance covered a lot, but it's just like, oh my God, am I ever going to get a friggin' break? I mean, I would like to go not have anything nasty happen. I wasn't even expecting to go in the hospital. I try to avoid going anywhere near doctors or hospitals.
Yep.
But I got so bad sick I couldn't help it. It was just too freaking much. Like, I can't do this no more.
Hospital bills will choke you out.
Oh, well, you should have seen what I found, what mine was. I about had a stroke, and I go, for what? And they said, well, it was due to meals. And I go, what meal? You're going to charge $1 million for a freaking grilled salmon?
They'll charge you $20 for one Tylenol, girl.
Oh, I know. It's totally stupid.
They don't care. They out for themselves.
I mean,
my father, my mom, when she was passing, he made them give him an itemized bill.
Yep, that's what I told them, and they're still complaining about that.
I couldn't believe it. I was like so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, Daddy, Mama is passing, and you want an itemized bill?
Right.
And when I seen $20 for a Tylenol, and it was like $4.50 for.
Sorry, y'all. They charge me for payments I don't even take. Are you serious, William? Wow.
Okay, banner moves too fast. I can't keep up with it. Like, you're making that cough. You're making it contagious.
I know. But I cannot get rid of this time. It's just that they have me in
Well,
on
you'll
this
get better
inhaler
now
and-
that you got that inhaler.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, y'all. They've already said that, which I called Debbie Brunt when I first got it and took mine too.
Hey, that's gonna be your new best friend.
And boy, that's when I started feeling it. I was like, oh, finally some relief.
Yep.
I mean, he knew. He just said that just keep doing what I'm doing and try to avoid this, and this. And I said, I'll try, but, it's kind of impossible. But
That's definitely gonna help you out tons.
especially in the middle of the night, that's when it gets to me the most.
Oh,
Wait a minute, I'm reading what William's saying. Oh, wildfires. Is that now, William, the wildfires? Please tell me that's not now.
where's the
You
wildfires at?
had asthma and you didn't know it, Nancy? That's what I'm saying.
Oh Lord, yeah, them wildfires will mess you up.
Oh my God. Yeah, you might want to try to put wet towels. I heard that works.
Where's the wildfires at?
New York City, according to what William
Oh
said.
my Lord. In New York?
That's
Must
sad.
be
I
out
don't wish
in the
that on
country.
nobody. I wish anything bad on anybody. Well, maybe a couple, but we won't discuss that.
Well, they had that one wildfire up in California for like 3 months.
I know. It just
And
breaks
was
my
like
heart.
half
Like,
the Navy vet. Poor thing. She
Oklahoma,
was suffocating.
recently Oklahoma got hit with another tornado, which I did post about because that was where I lived at one point, and that's a small town, so that broke my heart. You're seeing your home state being ripped apart.
Yeah.
It literally rips your heart to pieces. And I know that they're rebuilding. A lot of people lost a lot of stuff in the area, but the community's tight. They're helping each other as much as they can. And I think that's good. I mean, I would be up there right now doing what, not close, however, the air quality is that. Oh, I believe it. I can imagine living up there, no offense, but isn't there a lot of smog and stuff up there, William? I live down south, y'all. So me and Debbie live down
New
south.
York smells. When
I've never
last time
been
I
there,
went
and I
to
have
New
no
York, it
intentions
smelled like
to.
this.
I mean, I have no intentions to go there.
Going
I
up
can
there.
imagine the quality of the air is bad. I heard it was that way there too, but I didn't know for sure. You can hear things about certain places, but until you actually know somebody that lives there, then you actually understand it.
Me and my daughters, we was in Times Square, and just walking through there, it reeked of cat pee. It just stunk.
I believe it. Ugh.
I'm like, what in the world is that? And I said it out loud, and some guy walking by, he says, "Welcome to New York." I'm like, what?
Oh,
We
wow.
couldn't. We left. We left out of Times Square. Whatever it was awful.
I believe it. You couldn't even get me to go there. I'm not that brave. I've heard it was dangerous there, and it's dangerous everywhere anyway. But when you have stuff that you're seeing on TV, on the news about this, and this, it scares the crap out of me. Y'all got more balls living up there than I would. I don't do too good up north. I don't like cold at all.
Well, my oldest daughter, she had to go to a medical seminar, and I didn't want her to go by herself.
Oh, no.
And so me and my youngest daughter went to be her bodyguard. Well, heck, we needed the bodyguard while she was in the seminar.
Oh, wow.
We ended up staying in a hotel room because we was petrified.
Oh, I don't blame you. I'd be scared to go anywhere up there unless you got bodyguards at that point. I mean,
Well, they
from what
push
I'm
you right off
hearing.
the sidewalk. They just walk past you and just push you out of their way.
Well, they haven't met. Well, I probably would have popped right back up and knocked the crap out of them too. So, I mean.
Well, they don't even look up when they're walking. They
I
look
believe
down
it.
on their phones and they just keep going.
I believe it.
I thought, that's crazy. But my youngest daughter, she didn't care. She pushed back. I'm like, well, I'm too old to push back. I'll roll like a roly poly. She
I'll
like,
push
ain't nobody
back.
gonna
I have
push
no
my
problem with
mama.
you, scrapper.
I said, look here, we from the South. These people down here, they might just kick your butt.
Yeah.
We roll in the mud with you, but down here, I don't know what you do.
You remember? I don't know if anybody remembers this guy. I'm positive he was from up north. Not to say anybody from the north is bad, y'all. But this
No,
guy,
my daddy was a Yankee. I can't say they bad.
it's true. But excuse me, there was a guy that was on TikTok that said that women should bow down. I'm like,
What?
yeah, he sure did. It was on TikTok. I think his account got banned. But he was saying women need to bow down and pray to him and all this. I was like, oh, hell no. And I
Well,
said, come on, stuff. We'll teach you. Us women does stuff. We'll teach you a thing or two.
you know, when we were stationed in Japan, women would walk behind their husbands
Hell no. Mm-mm.
with their head bowed. That was known. The Japanese women walk behind their husbands with their head bowed.
Damn.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm like, wow. Because I said something to my dad. My dad says that's their custom and you don't say anything about it.
Yeah. I know that the different places have different customs. I get it. But this guy was from the United States and he said women need to bow down to him. I
No.
about lost it.
If I'm going to
Dude,
bow down to a man that's going to bring you down, that's what's going to happen. It's
and
because
I made a comment on his page, dude. For me to bow down to anybody would have to be God and Jesus. You can go kiss my ass. And I said,
look,
Greg, but
only
he
man
didn't
I'm
even know
going to
what I
bow to is Jesus Christ.
meant. I just freaking lost it on him. He goes, what are you going to do about it? Come bow down. I said, no, you come down south and I'll teach you the southern way. And he blocked me. Chicken
And I
crap.
bet when he goes out his front door, he runs and hides. Because every woman in the world wants to kick his butt.
William, who you talking about? I've said this before, but I can't afford to put food in. Craziness should not be allowed in here. But what? What the
Huh?
heck? What did you mean by that, William? I'm just trying to make sure that I understand what you're talking about because I'm
I don't know
lost.
what he said either. I don't understand it.
But this guy pissed me off when he said that women should bow down. I'll bow down with a baseball bat. No, sorry, girl. I can't stand them like that. I can't deal with them.
No, I can't deal with
Oh,
that.
thank you, Cindy. He's talking about having a girlfriend. Okay, thank you, Cindy, for explaining that for me. But yeah, I just didn't know what he meant. I was like, huh? I know I've been out of the loop lately, and I really have not even know what the heck has been going on other than a catch here and there, but it's been hard catching lives lately. Oh, William, thank you for saying that. Women don't need a lazy broke day. True, but men don't need a lazy woman that don't help either, which certain people can do. Like right now, I can't do
That's
much.
true, William's right. It's 100%
Yeah,
right. A relationship should be 50-50.
exactly. It should be, but there's some that are not that way, and I can't do that.
There's some women, they sit on the couch all day and scream and rant and rave, and then when the man comes home, they want a paycheck.
Yes, and we can't say the name, but we know who you're talking about. Just don't say the name.
No, I ain't saying nothing. No.
No. But I'm telling you right now, yeah, I don't. Even if I have to just walk around just to do
what
something.
Are you gonna do? My daddy taught me that lesson.
Yeah.
He taught me very young how to manage money and how to do a credit card.
Yeah, and you gotta be careful with that crap.
I
mean,
he always told us girls, one day I'm not gonna be here. And I don't need to worry while I'm in the Golden Gate that you're struggling on earth.
Right.
You
I
need
don't
to
know.
fend for yourself. He made us learn.
Yeah, well, you got to be independent no matter what sex you are, whatever. You
Well,
got
he
to
learned
be.
his lesson introducing me to a credit card at a young age. That was dumb.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
And then when the credit bills started coming in, he's like, "Excuse me, why is your payment so high?" Cause they give me stuff. Oh hell no, girl, that don't go like that.
Yeah, I've only had like 2 credit cards ever, and I got those suckers paid off. I have never touched another credit card since because that sucks the life
Well,
right out of me. Although at times I wish I still have them, but I know I heard interest rates are getting ridiculous on stuff like that, and I want no part of it.
well, my dad knew I had two, but I wasn't home when the mail came, and that's when I
Yeah.
got caught with the other five.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with me. Trust
Oh.
me, I was on one shoestring budget, and them suckers got
Uh-huh.
paid
I
off
mean,
real
I've lived on
fast.
a strict budget for years, and it's not easy. But when you actually know what to do and how to make things last longer, especially leftovers, you can turn leftovers into so many things.
Well, I would go to the store with my friends, and you're young, and your friends would throw stuff up there, and you get
I
stuck with the
did.
bill, and that's what happened.
Did Debbie? Did you say 5 credit cards?
I had seven. He knew about
Oh,
two.
okay.
I had seven. He knew I
Oh,
had two. I trust me. I got a grounding you would never believe.
yeah.
Oh, I was grounded. I lost my allowance. Well, it wasn't really allowance. It was my. Well, I guess it was allowance. I guess you would call it that.
Yeah.
He took my car.
Oh.
Took my gas card. Didn't need it
No.
because I didn't have the car. Then made me start paying my own car insurance when I did get it back. That was bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's when you realize it's time to grow up.
That's when I realized. When Daddy started handing me my bills, I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, it hits you then, don't it?
It
Like
hit me real
crap,
hard.
adult world.
And then my daddy heard me tell somebody, I can't, I'm poor. And my daddy looked at me and he says, you're learning.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, you're poor? Yeah, I'm poor. I got no money. I work for somebody else and I got nothing.
That he was teaching you a lesson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He taught me a hard lesson.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I'm the only one that learned it. My
I feel
sister
that way with
learned it.
my man too. I feel like I'm the one that learned it on my own. Like I've taught myself how to cook, watch all these cooking shows, and yeah, that eventually will come back into play again. Eventually, as soon as I get the go ahead.
Girl, I couldn't boil water when I got married. I didn't know what to do in the kitchen. I had
I
no
can
clue.
I can remember the first meal I ever made, and it was spaghetti and meatballs, and they were better than my mother's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I used to trick my husband. He thought I cooked it. I ain't cooked that stuff. It was the lady that worked for my daddy.
There you go.
She cooked it. I just brought that stuff home, put it on a plate, made it look pretty. That's all I did. And then finally I got caught with you not cooking this food? Well, of course not.
Yeah.
And finally, my husband started cooking because he was starving. Well,
Well,
you
it's good
should have
for
asked.
it's good that I mean, if you can cook, that's good. It's like certain people don't like
Well, I
cook.
learned quick. When I started having children, I learned real quick. I had to
I
do a
mean,
lot
there's
of stuff
people
that I
out
didn't
there
think I
that
could do.
I mean, there's people that doesn't like cooking. They don't like it. They don't want nothing to do with it. And sometimes I don't blame them because there's times I don't want to like cooking because I
I
did
don't
have my
mind
mother.
it. I don't mind it now, but back then I was in my early 20s. I was young. I was stupid.
Yeah,
I
well,
wanted to go to work, go home, take a shower, get dressed, and go out again. That's what I wanted to do, but it didn't work out that way.
No, things change when you get into adulthood. That's for
Yeah, you
sure.
get married and then you end up with this little bundle of joy that, oh my God, don't never
Screaming.
sleep.
Want your undivided attention. I wouldn't change my kids for nothing, but
Oh,
that's,
me neither.
I mean, they've been really supportive through everything going on.
Yes.
It's been hard on them the most, I think, because they already lost one parent,
Yeah.
so that was hard. Then they was facing what if she doesn't make it out of there, which I didn't think I was gonna make it out of there, honestly. I had severe doubts
Yeah.
about it.
Well,
And then
never
when I
doubt
told,
yourself as a mother. You're a damn good mother.
thank you. I appreciate that more than anything because sometimes I wonder at times, but then
No,
I
you're
look
a
at
damn
what
good
Grace
mama.
and I was told can never have children, but look what happened. I had two beautiful, stubborn little boys just like their mama. And they will admit that they are stubborn, by the way. I don't know, maybe one or two might. I don't know, maybe one will, but the other one, yeah. But
I'm like, she knows what y'all gonna do for y'all. Do it. Y'all do know that, right?
I'm sure they know because they know. Trust me, they know I've got eyes everywhere.
Moonlight knows it. He knows
Oh
it.
yeah,
I'm like,
he
it's
knows.
freaky, dude. Y'all can't get by with nothing
And
because
he
your
knows.
mama's smart.
He had a real hard time not being able to know if what was going to happen. He was so scared to death with everything going on, and Debbie was there to talk him through it, which I'm thankful for.
It was so cute, so sweet when he found out about the red food issue. When he went through the cabinets, he went through your cabinets. Oh my God. He read every label on everything.
Oh, I know. It's like, nope, it's going in the trash. Nope, it's going in the trash.
It was going in trash. If it looked like it had red in it, it was out of there.
Yep.
And he organized it just perfectly. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, when I got home, it was like everything was spotless. It's like
It
they
was
had
mopped and swept every day.
Yeah, he still does it too.
Yep.
I mean,
But my
they
mama
get up
would do.
every morning and take care of what needs to be taken care of. I don't barely have to do anything. I just get to rest as much as possible. And sometimes I do get up and do things I probably shouldn't do, but I'm bored out of my gourd when you can't do very much. It drives you batty.
Boys, they took care of that house now.
Oh, they did. They wiped down the walls, which I'm real big about.
Mm-hmm.
They kept
When we hear them
everything.
two talk about making dinner, they would bicker like two old ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I was giggling on the phone. I was like, oh my God, they're like two old ladies. This is funny. I wish I wish Coffee was there to see this. Because this is comical.
Yeah,
You know,
because
Mama's
I know
wanted this way.
they would put their 2 cents worth in, and they're really good kids.
Yes, they are.
They've done a lot lately. They've really helped out a lot. They've cleaned up the garage, which needed it. They've really helped a lot through all this. I honestly don't think I would have made it through it. I mean, just knowing that they knew that they could talk to Daddy if they needed to, and that Debbie was going to be there for them. That's what they probably needed. Like, okay, well, I know that Mom trusts her. She loves Debbie. We respect Debbie. We love Debbie, and they knew that you were there for them, and that's the one thing that they have brought up to me that they did appreciated it very much, especially Moon, because he was going through a lot of it because it's hard for him to just get another parent. He can't handle, I don't think neither one of them could have handled it.
No.
And that's why that it was so so scary through that time because nobody knew if I was going to survive this. But here I am looking death in the face and not this mama bear.
No.
and I swear I was surrounded by a bunch of people that was already deceased, and they were like, "You're no, not yet. You got to fight through this. You're a fighter. You can fight back." And I fought back. And between Debbie and my kids, my family, certain family members, and Maria was there through it. She knew what was going on. She kept my spirits up high. She was like, "You can do this. You're going to fight this and you're going to win it." And I did. She kept encouraging me. She still encourages me. She knows what's going on recently. It's like, "You're strong." And I appreciate that, Marie, more than you know. But it's just ideal.
Marie's a good person.
Yeah,
I love that woman.
she actually has been really keeping my spirits up high through everything.
Yep.
She was like, "No, you're strong. You're gonna fight this," and she knows fine. She knows I'm going to continue to fight this no matter what. I mean, till the last breath I take, I'm going to continue to fight. They can tell me this, and this, but I'm going to fight it.
Yep. Marie is a damn good friend.
Yeah, she actually could have. I know that she was praying for me, which I greatly appreciated.
Yep.
She was there through me having a panic attack. I was like, "I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this." Well, she stuck with me. She kept talking to me.
I was
She kept
so
guiding
glad
me.
she was there.
Yeah, she was
I
actually
was so
trying to raise my spirits, and I'm glad she was there because honestly, I was having so many doubts what was going to happen. So that's one of the reasons I put on a post that if I don't make it out of this, I love y'all, and I meant that.
You told me that. I died. I just was like, oh my God, don't you dare give up on me.
And I thought, I mean,
I know, I felt terrible. I thought I was being selfish. I wasn't being
it's because,
selfish.
I mean, and I think a lot of people takes it for granted when you think, well, I know my body, there's nothing wrong. Well, I thought that too, and it almost killed me. So always lesson learned here, listen to your body, y'all. If you feel like something's not right, go to your doctor, go to the ER and say, "Hey, whatever's going on," bring it up to them, they'll run some tests, and hopefully you'll get it early detection because I had no idea what the heck. I thought it was just ulcers. I thought, it'll go away, it'll go away, it'll go away. They always do. It's no biggie. I can go through this, and nope, not that last time. It scared the crap out of me.
With the bond that we've had a bond for many years,
and nobody knew about it. And it's just that it's like sometimes we can finish each other's sentences, and we're twinning. That's how we are. But I mean, we have worked really. We've gotten close throughout the years. She knows my kids. I know hers. Been through a lot together as, not just friends, we're family. That time I said to I consider just about almost anybody's family as long as you treat me well, I'll treat you well too.
That's it. And we'd do anything for each other.
Maria. Hi, Maria. And yes, I was just saying your name because you were there for me through all this health issues, and I appreciate it more than you realize. So thank you again for keeping my spirits up through it all.
Do anything for you, Thelma and Louise. We'll just be out there pedaling it around.
Right. But I am, honestly, between Debbie and Maria, I probably would have gave, besides my kids, that was the main reason I kept fighting, and I'm still fighting with everything that I've been diagnosed with recently, from having a rare blood disease.
Yeah.
And everything else with an inhaler and everything else. I'm like, dear God, do I not get a freaking break?
Yeah. And what got me is as much as this woman was going through, in the midst of all that, my son passes away.
Right.
This woman from her sick bed is more worried about me than herself. I couldn't believe it. I'm like,
Well, honestly, Maria, you and Debbie probably kept my spirits up through this along with the family, and I appreciate that.
you
I
know,
mean,
that was a loss. That was a big loss for both of us.
yeah, especially with your son passing away. Yeah, for
That
sure.
was a major loss for both of us. We both took it hard.
Oh, I did take it hard. I kept crying nonstop. Every time I
The hardest
think
thing
about
I
it.
had to do was to tell you that yes, he did pass. It was so hard, but we knew it was coming.
Oh, wait a minute. Guess who's finally here?
Oh, he finally showed up.
Hey, Moonlight.
Hey, nephew, love
Hello.
you. You wake up, or your game
He
over?
was fighting with the
Oh no, I was fighting on something.
Just tell her you'll call her back tomorrow, and just send her a flower or something. She'll be all right. That's all you gotta do. You can melt a girl's heart with a dandelion. Just call it a redneck roses. That's what they like to call it.
Little smile that he has that he could probably get by with it.
Yeah, redneck roses. That's what they call them in the South. When you give them wildflowers out the yard, redneck roses. And they don't cost a dime.
Debbie, Maria said that, Debbie, I'm sorry that has to be hard for you to lose your child. Or
Thank you, Maria. It was tough.
I mean,
It was tough.
the fact that we fought for so long, Moonlight, y'all got to give this boy a round of applause because he really did a lot of things right here when I was sick.
Yes, he did.
He
Moonlight,
still
my hero. That
He's
is my
still
hero.
going at it. Cree says, Debbie, she's sorry to hear about your loss. I'm so
Thank
sorry
you,
to hear
honey.
that, Debbie.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank
It
you,
was just a
Cree.
bunch
There's
going on
just
at one
another
time.
thank you. I'm not giving up, y'all.
No, you're
And,
not.
like I told Maria, that they can knock me down, but I'm going to get right back up and keep trying. I'm going to keep fighting.
That's
And
right.
And honestly, for everything that Marie has been through in the past, that she's a strong woman because she doesn't back down and she don't give up. And that's probably why I kept pushing to not give up.
That's right.
Because she's strong and she taught me to not hold crap back.
Maria is a very
Don't
strong
worry,
woman.
Maria. I'm not giving up.
Nope.
There's no way.
Maria is my hero. If she can
definitely
take the crap
that
that she takes off of you two and keep on ticking, I want to be her. Because I just want to snap
not
her
one to
neck
mess
around
with,
there.
that's for sure. Especially when somebody attacks her for no damn reason.
Yeah, because I sure get in a lot of fights protecting her because I don't give a damn no more. I just tell them like it is. I don't care.
I mean, I will say anything that if anybody's got a problem with Maria, that's your problem. It has nothing to do with me.
That's right. And leave her
And
alone.
if you're
Don't
going to
bring it to me
trash
because I
her
don't
in
care.
the chat, you're just going to get booted.
That's it.
That goes for any mods or being trash will get booted. If anybody's being trashed, all you have to do is bring it to my attention. Moderators, just let me know who it is and I'll boot them.
That's it.
Because I'm not going to put up with anybody attacking my mods. I don't care. You got a problem with somebody,
right.
You take it out of my chat because I don't want to be stuck in the middle of it. But
That's exactly right.
Mods, we will have a problem.
Cause they hate me on the Reddit. They hate me over there because they say something about Maria. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. I just let them have it. I don't care.
I have an account through Reddit, but the things they say about Maria is ridiculous.
It is awful.
It's downright cruel.
And that
they can talk
that's hanging out over there now. Oh, that one there's getting on my nerve.
Oh yeah, I know. But Maria is a strong woman for one.
Yeah,
she
she's
does
strong.
not back down. And Cree and Cindy and a lot of the other ones that knows Maria knows by fact she don't back down. And she's strong for that because she's been through a lot too.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I think I respect her for it. I respect her for being strong. She's very strong-willed, and
Yep.
you want to fight with her, she's going to fight right back. She ain't
I
one that's
just
going to
can't
back
take
down.
it when that piglet says anything out of her mouth derogatory towards Maria. It just sends fire through my body.
Moonlight. Maria said hi.
I mean,
Hello.
it always will. It ain't nothing I can do about it. Because I know what vileness comes out of there.
Yeah, well, there's so many hate channels and hate
Yeah,
things on Reddit about people. It's just disgusting.
it's
I mean,
awful.
that's why I
Yeah.
don't post on it. I don't comment on there at all because I see how they rip people apart over there. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, I've only been doing it for like a week now because of just that one issue
Yeah,
with her little threats.
well, she needs to quit. Yeah, but that's okay for her to make threats.
Yeah,
And
I'm like,
just don't say the name. Just
I
tell
didn't.
her she's
I just
question.
gave her my own name. I call her what I call her.
You don't want me to say my version of her name, so
Oh, mine would be a slew of cuss words a mile long.
Maria knows
Because
who
that's
got
what
through
it
out.
makes me feel.
People just don't say her name.
Oh no, I'm not going to because I don't want to be no third party whatever like they're doing.
I just don't see the purpose of going to attack people left and right. I mean, there's certain people that attack certain people here, but there's also people that have the right to defend themselves here.
That's
And
right.
there's people that should have not have been attacked when, such as me,
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
know what the hell was going on, and my name was brought up for no reason. So I'll just leave it at that.
Exactly. That floored me. When that came out, I was like, "What?"
And that's when I lost my shit.
Yeah, and you handled it so well. I'd have been in there swinging. I
But
was like,
I
and where
remember
did this crazy fool come
time.
up with that crap?
I don't
Pulled it out
know.
of his butt.
Who knows? But it is what it is. But
Hmm
I know I went live early, y'all, but I was afraid with this medicine I'm on, I'd probably pass out before 7, so I thought, oh crap.
I was afraid that new inhaler was gonna make you knock out.
Oh, it gave me a headache at first, and I was like, okay, this
Oh,
may
it
not be
will.
good.
You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.
I hope so, because, see,
But doesn't it feel
Debbie,
good to take a deep breath?
oh, yeah, my God, except for the coughs here and there, but other than that, I'm doing better, just that it's just
Hmm
my butt right now.
Your lungs are
Yeah,
happy right now. They're like, oh, it can work now.
yep. Even the
Yeah,
dogs were happy. The dogs were super excited, but they were sad because they couldn't be around me that much by themselves.
that's because they wanted to take that one little bag away. Just
That
that one little
bag is
dog
what was
one.
driving my dog crazy. He was wanting to jerk that thing off of me, which I wouldn't have cared at the time because it was,
And that would have been awful. It would have
yeah,
been
it was
awful.
annoying. And
He
for
just
the
he
record,
was
Maria sorry
he
saw
was
my proof. So
infatuated with that thing.
Debbie has all my proof. So if anybody's got a problem with saying otherwise, whatever, they have the proof that I was in the hospital.
Yes, I do know. I
Yep.
most certainly do. And she got her her baby sitting right there. He knows everything. That
Yep.
boy went through hell right with his mama.
Yeah. They really stepped it up, y'all. So give him a round of applause for
Yes,
being,
as a
stepping up even more than what he was already doing. He was really helpful. Even since I've been home, he's been really helpful.
I'm so proud of him. He was. But I felt so sorry for him that day with that flower delivery. Poor little guy.
He was like, Mom, remind me who this is again. He couldn't remember. It's and Debbie. Oh, okay.
And then the lady went to the wrong door, and poor little fella's running to the other door.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta give credit to Moonlight, he really did a lot of stuff. When I was in the hospital, he did a lot of stuff since I've been home. He's been a good boy. And I know he's probably blushing.
Nah, he knows he did good.
Yep, he sure did. And,
I'm
you know,
proud of
there's a
him.
lot of people that stood up, you know, and I thank you for all the prayers, by the way, for everybody that prayed through all this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because honestly, I think it worked because I wouldn't be here right now because, man, I was fighting. I was like, I don't remember 4 days in the hospital. From my understanding, it was 2 weeks, y'all. I don't remember 4 days. That tells you a lot, right?
No, you was about 2 weeks in there.
See? And I'm like, I thought it was only 4 days, honestly.
I think it was like 2 weeks and 1 day.
It was just, I just don't remember. I just remember 4 days, y'all. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. You were there a long time. You was sleeping a lot.
Yeah,
And
well,
every
I
time you
remember.
woke up, that lady was there to give you some more stuff to knock you out again. I'm like, oh
Or
my God,
that
don't ever let her wake up?
brings the stuff that makes me, ugh. It was bad. It was nasty. I don't recommend that hospital. I come closer to crossing over the state line first, let me put it that way.
Well, I thought you was going to run out the elevator in the middle of the night. That's what I thought.
If I
thought
wouldn't have had things attached to me, I would have.
we'd have been looking through 3 counties to find you running down the street in a hospital gown with an IV pole.
It's true.
Oh my God, she going to be streaking too, y'all. Lord help us all.
It was horrible. That place. Oh, hell no. I don't recommend that place. If anybody wants to know the name of it, you can DM me if you have my information. Other than that, I am not putting it out here just in case.
Yeah, you don't want to do that because you got other things you got to worry about with that place.
That place sucked.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I still thought it was only 4 days, y'all. But everybody keeps telling me it was like 2 weeks. And I go, what?
Well, we're glad you only thought it was 4 days.
I
That
don't
makes the
remember.
time pass faster.
I could have sworn it was only 4 days, and everybody's like, nope, 2 weeks, girl, 2 weeks. And I go, are you kidding me?
Moonlight says, it was a lifetime, Mama.
Yeah, he missed his mama's cooking, too. He was so he was just happy when I was able to stand up long enough without being in so much pain. But they did. Both of the kids really stepped it up and helped me do whatever I needed them to do. So, and once I started cooking again, that's when everybody realized, uh-oh, she's back. Here we go.
Dang, Mama's back. We can taste this stuff now. We ain't gonna poison each other. That's good. Well, there was frozen stuff in the freezer, pre-cooked.
Yep.
She
That's
did make
the best
that.
part.
That was in there, leftovers.
Hey, my kids know you eat leftovers. Even if you have to spruce them up a little bit, make a new leftover. That's how we do it.
I've done that myself before.
Mom's always cooked better. Damn, you don't. I don't remember, Maria. I swear, I don't remember. I thought it was only 4 days.
No, it was longer than that. Lord have mercy. Yeah.
Honestly, I swear it was only 4 days, but I seriously don't remember it being that long. I remember contacting Maria and say, hey, in case anybody's wondering where I'm at, I'm in the hospital, and after that, I remember talking to her throughout this. It's not looking good. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
But honestly, Maria and Debbie and Moonlight and so many other ones were praying, so thank you. I appreciate all of those prayers. You make good you make good spaghetti, Maria. I'm not
Maria's been working on her cooking. She's been cooking cornbread and all kinds of stuff lately.
Maria?
Yes, she made cornbread.
Hey, Maria. Woo woo.
Yes, she's been cooking.
Wait, I bet you she loves to cook now. I'm almost ready to get that answer. You got this, Maria. I know you can do it. I mean,
my grandma, she could throw a meal together in less than 10 minutes. I'm like, how in the world do you do that?
I don't know.
I
Even
could just do it.
Moonlight knows if there's something in there that I can make something, whip it up, and I've made taco spaghetti. I've made you name it, chicken spaghetti. I made roast beef spaghetti. You name it, I can throw it together.
I like anything taco. Okay, I'm a taco freak. I love anything taco.
Gingy, wait a minute. Gingy is like, I thought you had to hear that twice.
They pick on me. They tell me I'm a wannabe Mexican because that's all I want is Mexican food. I'm like, look here. I love Mexican food.
Well, I did too, but I love Italian food, but I also love seafood. And for some reason, I can't stand the smell of food cooking anymore.
No, after my incident with that.
You're cutting out, Debbie. Oh, Maria, did you have another cornbread?
Yes, her cornbread was, yes, Maria's cornbread.
Yoo-hoo.
No, I tried to kill myself on oysters. No, I'm done.
Yeah, that was another thing. We thought Debbie was going to go in the same situation I had.
Oh my God. I got poisoned off a damn oyster. I thought I was going to die. I told Pam, I said, Pam, sis, I said, there's something wrong with me. I said, I'm in so much pain and it's not going away. It's getting worse. It's worse. And she said, go to ER. And I did. I was like, I'm dying. Then they tell me, no, you got poisoned by an oyster. Oh, stop it, because I'm dying. And that's what it was.
When Cindy had a question, how does that happen? What part, Cindy? Hey, I finally said your name right, I think.
I always butcher it too. Bless her little heart, I mess it up.
Everybody's just so sweet in here. I'm glad that I'm sweet and beyond. Holy crap! I ain't seen you in a long time. Wait a minute, don't move, sweet. Please don't move.
And she's probably sitting there frozen in her chair, like, why can't I move?
Okay, now you can comment. Just tell me if you got it. Oh, you make cornbread. Whoa, Marie, I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it. Wait, you did. That is awesome.
Sweets has been teaching her how to make different stuff.
Well, that's good.
Sweets is a jam-up cook. She does cooking shows.
Yeah, I know. I caught a few of them. She's got a real good channel.
Yeah.
Makes me hungry.
Somebody else had a cooking show, but they gave it up. I forgot who it was.
I don't remember who it was either.
I don't remember who it was.
I knew. See, I'm glad that Sweets is here because I always liked her videos because she does such a good shows. I really like her channel.
Yeah. And she's easy to follow on the recipes. That's what I like.
Welcome,
like fly through it.
Yeah, I understand what she's doing. It's like when she's making, because some of the dishes that she makes, I've never heard of. So it's good for me to learn different versions. I like seeing different recipes and stuff like that. I watch a lot of Food Network. Asman, and he'll tell you. So can Debbie. I pretty much learned how to cook like that, just watching all these cooking shows. And then I just started taking it and making it my own twist, and here we go. But I'm so glad that you're here, Sweets. I watched from afar. I have been missing so many lives. Maria, didn't you go live today? And I was trying to go to the live and it disappeared on me. I don't know if I just came in too late or what. I was trying to catch a live, and it's hard for me to catch lives, y'all. And I do apologize if I haven't been to any, but it's hard to go into some, and I'm like, oh, I give up. It's hard to keep up.
Catching lives at night's hard for me.
It's the nights that I prefer to watch. It's during the day. It's hard for me to watch, and because by the time nighttime's kind of hard for me here recently because being in the hospital, being on all this friggin' medicine that's making me sleepy as hell.
Yeah,
and it's been hard. It's been hard to even get past it during the day because I'm so freaking tired.
Yep.
Because I feel like I'm running on E all the time, and I'm like, don't I get a freaking break?
Well, during the day, I'm running babies They drive me nuts.
And that's because that's normal.
Well, that's because they're pains in the butt. They don't like nobody but me because they get what they want.
That's what they're
If
doing.
it doesn't stop you from screaming and crying, you can have it. Just stop screaming. Lord help me.
That's what babies do. I love babies.
But when you got two of them that both has a pacifier and they fight each other and yank their pacifier out each other's mouth and stick it in their own mouth, that's gross.
Oh boy.
So you have these two toddlers duking it out over pacifiers. I'm like, that is so nasty.
Drop your channel. If any of y'all have channels, drop your channels. That way people can subscribe that may not be subscribed to it. But I really like sweets. And, of course, Maria's Crochet Corner, I like hers because Lord knows if I can figure out how to make circles now, I got it made. I've tried to catch her lives, and it's hard for me to catch any lives lately. But eventually I get back to it. It's kind of hard for me to catch any of them.
Sometimes I rest. That's
I'll
what
go
you
in.
got.
Sometimes I'll watch in the bushes, y'all. So if you notice that you may see people watching in the bushes. That will be mostly me because sometimes I will watch before I comment. And it's not because I don't like y'all. It's because I do like y'all. And if there's, any drama going on, I don't want to be part of it. But, it's just as long as somebody attacks anybody in here, hey, I'm good.
Right.
I don't want
both
anybody
guilty of that, though. We are both guilty of that, being in the bushes.
Yeah, and it's only because I'd rather watch and so I can pay attention to what's being said by the host or hostess. And that way, I want to just enjoy the show. And I don't normally pay attention to chat 95% of the time unless it's my chat. So I'm reading through everybody's comments. And honestly, I really like some of y'all's channels. Maria, drop your channel. Jindy, if you got a channel, drop it. Sweet, I know you got one. So if y'all can drop channels, that would be greatly appreciated.
I don't never see Ann live. When does she have a live?
Maria, if you find out when Ann's going live again, could you please let me and Debbie know? Because I always I miss the one that
I never see her.
In the hospital, I think. But just let me know when she goes live again so I can watch it. I mean, I want everybody to drop their channels if you want to, and then if those that are not subscribed can sub up to it because, and of course I want everybody to enjoy both channels because I know Sweet got a good cooking one. Y'all got to sub it to her because actually I enjoy that show one. Maria's got a good crocheting channel.
Well, you got a lot of those content creators now. They're not even doing their own content. They're running somebody else's content.
Well, and I don't know. I mean, I have no problems with people doing, coverage of content of other creators. That's cool because it just gives the other creators are doing content on more followers, I guess. I don't know.
It's like watching reruns.
There's a couple ones I've seen this morning, and one of them, Maria knows who I'm talking about, made a video which was funny as hell. I'm sorry, that was funny, but I can't say the person's name, what the video was about, because I don't want to get that for it later. But there's a channel that made a short that was funny as hell, so kudos to her for that short. That was funny. Saw it this morning, then Debbie saw it, and we both laughed. So, but yeah, if y'all want to drop your channels, please feel free to do so. I'm gonna try. Me and Debbie's gonna try to do this once a week if we can figure it out when we're doing it, because her, with her being busy, me being busy, and Moonlight, whenever he goes live again, whenever that will be, he will, I will share it on my channel to let people know to come over there, maybe kind of like back and forth. This way,
I never thought at my age I'd be raising babies again.
That's part of being grandma.
Great God, I know, but
I get it. But yeah, I just think that if yeah, please let me know, Maria, when she goes live again, because I don't know why it's not half these times I'm not getting notifications. So
I don't either.
I keep unsubscribing, resubscribing, turning it all, and it never pops up. I don't know why, and it's irritating the hell out of me. I mean, of course, during the time I was in the hospital, I couldn't watch any lives, but I did have excitement in the rooms next door to me. That was interesting.
That was a
Everybody
nut.
was talking about.
That sucker was nuts.
Yeah, he was.
He need to be handcuffed to something.
Well, yeah, they kind of had. Well, I'll just go and talk about. I just can't say no names, but this one was on one side that I have covered on about a very close friend's daughter. His brother was in one of the rooms next to me while in the hospital, mind you. And then the other one was related to somebody that she was seven months pregnant when she was murdered by a hitman ordered by her husband. And their relative was on the other side of me, said, yeah, this went really good.
Oh yeah, it was great.
But the one that was related to that one that was involved in the murder of Ava, that I can say because I'm allowed to say her name, I just can't go into full detail about it because it's currently still being investigated. No thanks to Debbie's son-in-law. May rest in peace, but he did get the ball rolling. But his relative was next door to me. He threw one of the nurses. And I heard the crash. It scared the living hell out of me. It scared me so much that I started shaking. I was like, oh crap. And then I heard they came in there. I mean, I jumped out of that bed. I mean, I don't know how I did it, but I jumped out of the bed and they had a set of paddles there and I saw it was plugged in. I grabbed those paddles, flipped that sucker on, and I was ready to pounce on it if he came through that door. But it scared the crap out of me. But then when the officers, I guess security or whatever, they came in there and checked on to see if I was okay because my light was going off and I was like, what is going on? And then when they asked me for my name, I was describing my name and they's like, we're putting an officer near your door. And I go, why? And then he told me. And I go, oh, hell no. Of him being related to the person that we believe was involved in Ava's murder. So they put a police officer at my door. Then the guy next door didn't really cause no problem on the other side of me. He was just related to the one that his cousin or whatever killed, hired a hitman to kill his soon-to-be ex-wife, 7 months old pregnant ex-wife. He wasn't causing any problems, but because my name being involved in this, they went on and tried to get them transferred to another hospital. It took half the freaking night.
Right.
Because they were scared that they would figure it out that if my name was released or somebody said my name or looking for me, I would be in great danger because, yeah, it was not good. But I had an officer at my door and one inside the room.
That was a scary night. And knowing you were defenseless.
Yeah, well, I jumped out of that bed when I heard that crash. It scared the crap out of me. I flipped that paddle switch on. I was like, come on, let's go.
I was surprised that the bed alarm didn't go off. That's what surprised me, that your alarm on your bed didn't go off.
It did go off. Why do you think they came in there?
Oh, I thought it was his alarm that went off.
You know, when the nurse went in there, I guess she gave him did something like a needle or something, you know, a shot or something. He flipped out and threw it across the room. And she was still right back there working. And I was like, hey,
good old metal bedpan. She could have whacked his ass out.
Mm-hmm. But they ended up
you didn't need that.
Yeah, they fired her. That's what
they fired her.
They fired her.
She was a victim.
I know, but they fired her because she filed a workman's comp or something against them.
My God, he threw her across the room.
I said the same thing. But
Oh,
she's fine.
my.
It's terrible. I think, yeah, well, that hospital is not well liked by me. So,
Oh,
I
my.
mean, I'm surprised I survived it through it all, but I don't recommend that place ever.
I'm surprised you survived jumping out of that bed like that.
I am too. But it scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh, hell no. No.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Now my alarms were going off, like the bed alarm went off, the heart monitor was going off, and something else was going off that was attached to me on the pads, you know, like the electronic pads that stick on you.
Yeah.
That was attached to me, and I just jumped out and noticed that the paddle machine was plugged in, and I flipped the switch. I knew how to do it because I worked in the nursing home at one time, and I've seen it done.
Yeah.
Come
That's
on,
how you do it.
come on, come through that little double dare
One
you.
little jolt to that sucker, he'd have felt it. He'd have
I
went
had
to
it
his,
up to the
he'd have went to
maximum.
his knees.
But they had they literally had officers, a lady officer in my room. They had a male officer outside my door. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, you needed a bodyguard after all that crap.
It scared the crap out of me after they told me who it was. I was like, what?
Oh my God.
They're not leaving this room or leaving outside your door until they're transferred, which I am so glad they waited. And when they told me that they were gone, I was like, thank God. It made my day to know that there was nowhere near me after that.
I was just surprised that they had men and women so close together in the hospital.
I know. I would think they wouldn't have, but apparently they thought boy, girl, who knows?
Back in my day when I was working in the hospitals, you didn't. The women were on one end of the hall and the men were on the other. That was a taboo thing, but that was back in the day, you know. Now they don't give a rip.
Yeah, true.
Because they got what they call it, I forgot what they call it now.
I don't have a clue.
I can't think of the word. Where men can go where they want to and women can go where they want to. What is that called?
I don't know.
They got bathrooms they can go into and everything else.
Yeah, well, I know that when I left that hospital, as soon as I got in that car to head home, I was like, thank God I'm out of hell.
I'll be screaming, Brandon, hit the gas. Get me out of here.
They were they were afraid to release me because my blood pressure was high.
No wonder when you got people flying through the room. My blood should be high too.
Because men should be arrested too. So men can be arrested. Oh Lord. But yeah. I don't recommend this place at all. I mean, if anybody wants the name of it, just, hey, Debbie. You know who I'm talking about, Debbie?
Yeah, I do. DEBI. Hey,
yeah.
girl.
Hey. Yeah.
Sis, I'm going to have to call it a night because it's after 9 o'clock and you know why.
I didn't realize it was already that late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.
All righty. But
I love you guys.
Bye. Bye, Debbie. Love ya. I'm so glad everybody came tonight. I know that. It's okay, Debbie. No, me and Menlo will probably stick around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just glad that I made it through this. It was a rough time. And Debbie, thank you again for the prayers. I appreciate that as well. I saw your comment when I posted it about the surgery and everything. Again, thank you for the prayers. But it was a rough time during that time. I, again, still only remember 4 days, not 2 weeks, but again, being told 2 weeks. But I didn't give up. Well, thank you. Debbie, I'm removing you since you said you're going leaving. That way you don't get stuck back here. There. And she comes back up, I'll let her back up. She said that she's leaving, so. Anywho, I just remember 4 days, not 2 weeks, but I'm glad people remember 2 weeks because I don't remember. I was drugged out of it. I was literally so friggin' out of it through this. And I thank you again for all your prayers through it, for keeping my spirits up high. Those that once, if you live near safe, but in my opinion, I don't recommend it. I mean, that place, it was hell. I mean, it was good, but it was hell.
Yeah.
I mean, Maria, I swear, if you and Debbie wouldn't have kept my sanity, I probably would have lost my mind. I mean, I'm lucky enough Bradnet didn't come out and play because if I was not either dealt with, I mean, it's just like they said one thing and then they would keep going back and forth. Make a friggin' mind or send me somewhere else for the love of God. It was just irritating, but Maria and Debbie kept my spirits up high. Moonlight did too. Everybody kept keeping my spirits up high. It's like, I felt like I was never going to get out of there. But I only remember 4 days. So, yeah, I was severely sedated with medication. Yeah, I don't remember all of it. I just remember I woke up with a stupid bag attached to me and I about flipped out. When that bag disappeared, I was happy. Maria has already solved my proof, y'all, so she knows that I would not make something like this up. No shape, and nope, I couldn't make stuff like this up. She solved my proof. So, honestly, I thank you again for all the prayers through all this, and honestly, I don't think I could have pulled through without those prayers and thoughts. And Maria for keeping my spirits up high, Debbie for keeping my spirits up high, Moonlight to keep my spirits up high. It was very hard. And now that we have more updated information on my health, I'm like, can it just please just stop already? Because I was not expecting to be told you have a blood disease, a rare genetic blood disease. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I don't even, I mean, now Minnie has to be, my family has to be tested as a precaution because it's genetic, which scares me because now I got to worry about them having this stuff. So hopefully their test results will show nope. But they say that most likely, according to what I'm understanding from the doctor, it usually shows up after 50. So hopefully they'll be the ones that don't get it. But I'm going to go ahead and call it night. Y'all, thank you for all your prayers. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for sticking beside me through all this health issues. I appreciate it again. Again, thank you so much for the prayers. It means so much to me. It means so much to my family because honestly, Maria, again, thank you for all your prayers, your thoughts, and keeping my spirits up high because I know that between you and Debbie, in my family, I don't think I would have fought as hard, but you're definitely a fighter as well.
Right.
And that's probably why I fight so much when it comes down to it. But again, thank you all for coming. I appreciate every single one of you. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great weekend. And I will try to get with Debbie sometime soon to figure out the next. It'll probably be next Friday night, about the same time, give or take 7, maybe a little bit earlier. But again, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. Love y'all.